Hey, and welcome to English with Fliss. This video is probably a little bit more targeted towards my friends who have English as their second language, but that's not to say that native English speakers can't benefit from this video. We talk about high frequency words, so if you think that might be of use to you, keep watching, but definitely if this is English is your second language, this will be of high benefit to you, okay? So let's have a look at what you'll learn. Today you're going to learn what high frequency words are and how and when to use these words correctly in sentences. So, what are high frequency words? High frequency or sight words are common words that we often use in our speech and in our writing. So, in school, we often teach young learners these words by rote, R-O-T-E, by the rote method, which is through repetition so that the students can easily memorize the words and they don't need to decode or sound out the words. All right, so that's what high frequency or sight words are, and that's how we sort of teach it in primary schools to our younger students. So, some examples of high frequency or sight words. Now, you could type this into Google and you could get a list of 100 different sight words. I feel like there are probably more than 100, but that's okay. So here are some examples of sight words or high frequency words. So we've got, I'll read the columns down and then over to the right. So the, of, and, are, for, that, it, was, how, there, if, will, by, had, one, time, him, her, they, them, now. And let's go to the next one. Who, call, am, it's, now, to, I, long, did, get, come, made, may, part, am, for, be, can, go, got, look. Now, like I said, these are just some examples. There are so many more high frequency words. This is just a list that I put together. And so the reason why I've put this video together is I've noticed when speaking to people who I work with, who I've worked with in the past in previous jobs, or just in everyday meetings, or even watching other YouTube videos of people who English is their second language, I notice they miss these high frequency words often. So in order to improve your language skills, you really need to include these high frequency words. It helps with your sentence structure and to make your sentences stronger and make more sense. Of course, people who are native English speakers, such as myself, can make sense of what you're saying most of the time. But sometimes if too many high frequency words are missing, we're left sort of guessing what it was that you meant, and we might, probe you for a little bit more information. Okay, so I've done a little bit of homework, and I actually got this watching other people's YouTube channels, and who are, comedians and whatever. They're really funny. That's where I just got these ideas from. So I've taken these sentences and I have written them down. So I'm going to put the sentence up and ask you what's wrong with the sentence, give you a second to figure it out. You might want to pause the video before I give you the answer so you can figure it out yourself. So what is wrong with this sentence? Obviously, we're missing a high frequency word. What is it? We only do barbecue when our neighbours are away. So what's wrong with the sentence? What high frequency word or words are missing from the sentence? You might want to pause the video, have a little, think about it. All right, we'll give you the answer now. We only have a barbecue when the neighbours are away. Okay, so we're missing 3 sight words there. Have, are, and the. See how the sentence flows a bit better? So let's go to the first original sentence. We only do barbecue when neighbours are away. No. So it's We only have a barbecue when the neighbors are away. Okay, let's have a look at another sentence. Who have gotten proposal? This is one of those ones where we're kind of like, what are they talking about? So let's look at the answer. Well, what do you think is the answer here? Think about it. Proposal, are we talking about a couple maybe? So who got proposed to? So obviously that person was asking, let's say a male proposed to a female. They're saying who got proposed to? Okay. I'm not saying proposed is a high frequency word here, but I had to highlight that word because we had to change the word proposal to propose. So I just wanted to show you that there was a difference there. Okay. Now, what's wrong with this sentence? How old your son? What's missing there? Are there multiple high frequency words or just one? What do you think? Let's have a look. How old is your son? That's how we properly ask that question. Okay, let's look at the next sentence. What's wrong with this one? Why you have camera? What are we missing there? Why you have camera? So it should be, why do you have a camera? Why do you have a camera? Okay, let's have a look at another one. I step on branch and fall down. What is wrong with this sentence? Okay, so I stepped on a branch and I fell down. I've got a little bit more explanation on the next part of this slide. So I changed step to stepped because stepped is past tense. Okay, I step on a branch. That would mean you're doing it. Well, it's actually future tense. I'm going to step on a branch. So it's future tense. But this was actually past tense because they're saying I stepped on a branch and I fell down. Fell is also past tense. Okay. What is wrong with this sentence? What are you doing? What's missing? What are you doing? What are you doing? The high frequency word are was missing from that sentence. What about this one? I make for you. Perhaps this person was going to make a sandwich. I make for you. What's missing? How can we make this sentence sound better? I will make it for you. So we're missing two high frequency words there, will and it. I will make it for you. Or you could use the contraction of I will, which is I'll. I apostrophe double L, which is I'll make it for you. So either sentence is right, I will make it for you, or I'll make it for you. Probably more native English speakers would probably just use the contraction form, I'll make it for you. Okay, what about this sentence? Did you put on the stove? It's missing it and the. Did you put it on the stove? Okay. What about this sentence? Oil you should put first. So we're obviously talking about oil and cooking, okay? Oil you should put first. How can this sentence flow better and make more sense in English? You should put the oil in first. Okay, you should put the oil in the pan first. What about this sentence? What you're putting? What you're putting? Let's have a look at the sight words or high frequency words that are missing. What are you putting in there? So it was actually missing a few parts, that one. Obviously, maybe they were looking at what that person was doing, but even then, just what are you putting in there? Highlight what we're actually talking about. It's a bit ambiguous, just a bit confusing, okay? What's wrong with this sentence? You should put in other hand. How can we make that sound better? you should put that in your other hand, okay? So you should put in other hand, you should put that in your other hand. Obviously, the person was holding something and they should put it in the other hand. Now, what's wrong with this sentence? Why are you doing like this? How can we fix this one? So we could say, why are you doing it like this? Okay. Or you could also say, why are you doing it like that? So when you say, why are you doing it like this? You would use this if you're copying the motion. For example, why are you doing it like this? And you're stirring. Maybe you're copying the motion of someone stirring the pot. But if you were just pointing at what the person's doing, you would say, why are you doing it like that? And you'd point. So if you're going to say, why are you doing it like this? You're copying the motion that person's doing. If you're saying, why are you doing it like that? You're more pointing to what the person's doing. Let's have a look at this sentence. You already here? How can we make that sound better? You're already here? That sounds better, doesn't it? And you're, if you've watched my video on you're and your, this your is the contraction of you are. So you are already here. That's what the person's asking. What about this sentence? You in your room? What would you put in here to make it sound better? Are you in your room? Yeah. Are you in your room? You in your room? Are you in your room? What about this sentence? Is that Rolex? Rolex being the watch. Is that a Rolex? Is that a Rolex? Obviously pointing to a watch someone's wearing. Let's guess. I hope those examples really helped you, and I hope you were able to guess before I gave you the answers. So I hope you benefited from that, gained some benefit from that. That sounds better. Now, let's summarize what we've just learned. So, high frequency words or sight words are common words that we use often in our speech and in our writing. They help make the sentences make more sense, okay? And like I said, I notice a lot of people who speak English as their second language miss a lot of these high frequency words. So don't feel bad if you miss these words or if you got some wrong. I'm not judging you. No one's judging you. This video is simply to help you get better at speaking English. That's what this channel's about. That's why you're here. Okay, so I really do appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I really hope you learned something and gained some valuable knowledge. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. Maybe share it with a friend who also may struggle with these high frequency words. If you want to learn, find some more high frequency words, just go look, just type into Google high frequency English words or sight words in English, and you'll get lists and lists. Usually they're quite colorful because they are aimed at our younger learners, but people who are learning English as a second language, this is vital for you. And like I've said in a previous video, the English language is one of the hardest to learn. We've got so many different words, and our words come from different origins, different places. We've taken from the Latin language, we've taken from the Greeks, the French, we've morphed them all into English, and we've got words that sound the same. We've got the homophones. If you want to know more about homophones, go check out my homophone playlist. It's just such a tricky language to learn. I'm impressed by people who do have English as their second language, honestly. I only speak one language, and it's English. And even I stuff up sometimes. So don't get discouraged. Keep watching this channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video. If you have any more ideas or things that you struggle with and you want me to help you fix, let me know. I will make a video for you. and hit that subscribe button because you'll benefit from the videos that I'll be making, okay? So thank you again for watching this video, and I really hope you found some value in it. We'll see you next time.